What have you to Mez here? So before we go ride the bike with the new Flash, I'm gonna put the air filter in. I'm gonna install a quick release vortex fuel cap that we got here. And we're gonna have to do an oil change because the bike has 200 miles. We have 203 miles. We're gonna do oil change, and then we'll go take it for a ride. But for the meantime, we're gonna install the quick release vortex fuel cap, install the air filter, and then block off the pair valve system, and then we'll be good to go. So let's do that right now. I like getting it out the way. Just like that. The screws, these wires out the way. Okay, out the way. That's it. There we have it. Stock air filter. Boom. Stock air box. That's what we have. This is the line that I'm gonna have to remove. We're gonna be running the MWR WSBK race air filter on this. Get this button up or whatnot, and then cap that off, and then we'll be good to go. Put it back together. And I still gotta do the oil change, so I'll do that after this. So yeah. Okay, so while we're at it, we also got to unplug the O2 sensor. Yeah, so this is the O2 sensor here. So we're gonna unplug it because with the Flash, you no longer need the O2 sensor. So we're gonna undo this. Let me see, just like this. As you hear bike screaming in the background. There it goes. We can just leave it tucked away. Not gonna be needing that. I'll put this back over here. Out the way. Just like that. This plug is from Graves. All right, so I had this little plug that I don't even know why. So I put that on there. It should be fine for now. At the end of the day, like I said, if I have any issues, I just put the air box and remove the pair valve system and just put the block offs, but I don't feel like removing that shit. So I'm gonna let that ride for now. And then I might just put some tape on it just like a hold. But anyways, we're done with that. We're done with the O2 sensor. We're done with the air filter. So let's put everything back together. We got to do, and then next up is just doing the fuel cap, and then the oil change and oil filter change. So yeah. I forgot to record the gas cap install, but it's just four. You pull the key off. It's just 4 bolts, and then put the new cap. 4 bolts. You're good to go. But I get allergies, bro. We're gonna do the oil change. So oil change, fuel filter. Oil change and oil filter. Get that done, and then. One thing with these ZX10s, from when I had a Gen 5, I was told that they run on low, like on very light oil pressure. So I always burp the oil filter. Or burp it, purge it, or clear the system out of air. I don't know, whatever you want to call it, right? I'm not a professional, but I've never had issues as far as engine issues on my ZX10s. I know some guys blow them up or something, I don't know, whatever, but something that I do, obviously if there's any professionals down there, just let me know, explain it more in detail to the people. But yeah, so what I do is I obviously drain the oil, remove the oil filter, change that out right, get the new oil filter, lube it, put it on. And then what I do is I'll fill it up with oil right, and then I'll back out the oil filter a little bit, and then I'll crank the bike on, and then it's gonna find the air gap and it'll flush it out, and then a little bit will come out, and then I'll tighten it up with my hand. That ensures that, you know, at least for me, I kind of get rid of any air in the system. And I know some bikes you don't need to. They make enough oil pressure to where it's gonna get rid of any air bubbles, but I don't know, I've always done that for like 10 years now or 8 years, and I'm just gonna keep doing that. So anyways, let's get to the oil change, and then yeah. Put a new crush washer. Boom, get that ready. Put that to the side, let that drain. Obviously, I've always ran Moto. I think Moto, Emsoil. I don't know what the people run, Shell. I don't know what they run, but I've always ran this, the green one. Never had issues with it, so I'll always run it. I'll probably change it out every, depending on how I ride, 1,500 miles or something like that, and just change it. So, and I've always ran the OEM oil filters. I don't know, I just always stuck to OEM. So that's what I always do, so that's what we're gonna do here. Dude, I'm not even gonna lie, this damn oil, look at it. I mean, it feels very thin. Get some oil on there, on the seal. And I'll take it in, boom, right there. And then but I think we'll be all right. And I don't have a torque wrench, so I just kind of, you know, go by feel. I mean, I do have a torque wrench, but it's too big for this. Go by feel here. I gotta do too crazy. Okay, that's good enough. I'm not gonna spray the oil filter because I still have to do that. I still gotta burp it, so I'll leave that alone for now. About to crank it on. So we are up to 183 degrees on the engine. That should be good enough. Set it off. I'm gonna put the bike back together, the last pieces, and then while that happens, let the oil come all the way down. Then we'll just top her off, and we'll be good to go. So yeah, not too hard. And then I'll just make sure that I tighten the oil filter enough. I think it should be fine. I might give it just a little snug because I always like to be safe with the oil filters, man. If those things come undone, it could be a problem. But so I rather struggle removing them than having to deal with them coming loose. So that's kind of my motto. But anyways, let's get it back together. Then we'll top off the oil. All right. So as I was wrapping up with the bike, right, I saw a small little leak or like a little bit of oil here. So I was like, wait, what is that, you know? So I made a call to the best dealer in the city. They said, okay, so this bike, there's an O-ring right there behind the water pump on the oil pump, that the O-ring is kind of, I guess it's faulty on these new models. So they told me to bring it by and they'll take care of it. So, but I was like, hey, well, I mean, you know, that's till next Saturday. I was like, because they're about to close in like 20 minutes, so it's too late. I was like, man, 200 miles, it barely leaked any. I'm like, I think I'm still going to ride it and then just keep an eye on it and then still bring it by there Saturday and they're going to take care of it. They're like, okay, well, you know, just keep an eye on it. You know, I'm taking the risk of doing that. They want me to take it to them and they'll take care of it. Easy peasy. Replace that little O-ring and we'll be good to go. But You know me. I'm gonna ride the motherfucker. So, yeah. So just if you do get one of these bikes, be aware of that. The oil was kind of like right here by the. Well, I thought this was a water pump, but I guess the oil pump is behind it, or I don't know. But I saw a little bit of oil here. So if you see some oil here around there, just keep an eye on it. You probably need to get that O-ring replaced. So just to let y'all know. But anyways, we're ready to rock and roll. That is a video of the first service on this bike. So anyways, guys, so I appreciate y'all checking me out. Stay tuned for the next video as we review the other mod that you'll see on the next video. So anyways, guys, thank y'all so much, and catch you on the next one. So peace.